Hello Heavy Metal Mayonnaise Masters, I'm Heavy Metal Mama and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a little chatty get ready with me. So if you would like to chat while I do this to my face, then stay tuned. I know exactly who I am, where. Today I thought we're going to have a little catch up, we're going to do a chatty get ready with me. But before we get to that, remember to like this video, comment down below to discuss any of the things that come up in the video. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you to all of you that already do. And welcome. So, chatty get ready with me. I haven't done a makeup video in ages. There's lots to talk about, so you know what? I thought I would just do one of these little chatty videos whilst I put my face on, because it's been a hot minute since we've chatted and quite a bit has happened. I put my moisturiser on and my eye cream. We're going to get into this. So I wanted to have a little chat. It's just the kids have gone back to school today after the Easter holidays. Our Easter holidays started on Good Friday. I know that some people in different areas of the UK, their kids' Easter holidays started the week before Good Friday, whereas ours started on Good Friday and then 2 weeks in. So some of the kids have been back at school for a week. Ours have literally gone back today. Which is, I mean, I miss them. I always miss them, but it is nice to, you know, get back into my routine because it had completely gone out the window. So, yeah, obviously I haven't posted much during Easter because I've been busy hanging out with my kids, which has been really nice. I mean, it also is that I can't film anything when they're here because they're here. So, and they're very noisy. So, you know, and I've been working quite a bit. I mean, I know I always have Mondays and Wednesdays off work, but those days I wanted to, you know, hang out with them and take them places. So the first week we just kind of went to the park, that kind of thing. But the second week, because the UK is slowly making its way out of lockdown, the second week some things were open as long as they were outside. So I took them to Marwell, which was lovely because we have a subscription yearly passes type thing. So day it opened, we were there. It was great. It was great. They loved it. I loved it. We got really, really good weather as well. We were very lucky with the weather. So, you know, they were very pleased. I was very pleased. It was really nice to hang out with them. But obviously that's my filming days kind of out the window. It also hasn't helped that I have been unwell now for, I think it's been, well, I'm starting to feel better now, but I'd say probably about 3 weeks. I think my last couple of videos you can really hear in my voice how croaky I was and, you know, how much of a cold I had. But it's life, isn't it? You know, you get cold. But I just didn't feel like filming. I just wanted to curl up in a ball and go to sleep. I didn't do any rock fit, and then because the kids were home I didn't do any rock fit. And, you know, I'd been a bit naughty anyway with the takeaways. I just kind of checked out a bit before Easter, and then with Easter chocolate and stuff I have put on some weight. I'm annoyed with myself, very annoyed with myself. But that's life, isn't it? If it all stayed the same, it would be boring. I'm just going to zoom you in. I was a bit hacked off with myself, but, you know, that's life, isn't it? It's not like I've suddenly put on 3 or 4 stone in a month sort of thing. It's about £12, which is a lot, but it's fine. I'm doing something about it now. I wasn't in the headspace to before, and where I was really unwell, I needed to eat the extra calories. I think I then took that a little bit and ran with it. So but it was Easter. I mean, I didn't get any Easter eggs, but then I found a load of Easter eggs in the garage that I'd bought the kids and then forgotten about. So yeah, they all went in my tummy. It was terrible. So I'm just using my Estee Lauder Double Wear. That is a point. If anybody knows of a really good dupe for Estee Lauder Double Wear, please let me know down in the comments, because this foundation is fantastic, but 1, it's expensive, and 2, it's not vegan or cruelty free. I mean, I'm not vegan, but I would rather have makeup that didn't contain animal products. It is such a good foundation. This is the thing. I mean, yeah, it's 40 quid for a reason. So yeah, I would, if anybody knows of a really good cheaper dupe, that would be amazing, because I googled it and it comes up with so many, and some people are like, yeah, this is a brilliant dupe, and other people are like, I don't know what everybody was talking about, this stuff's rubbish. So it would be great to know, especially if somebody has got slightly more mature, heading towards 40 skin that is a little bit greasy. I'm definitely a little on the greasy side. That would be amazing to know whether you've found anything that is a great dupe for it, because I love this foundation, but you know, you're torn between, do you want to support the company or, you know, do you want to have nice looking skin? So yeah, I would be very grateful of your 2 cents. I've been struggling with my weight, which, you know, means that I've not been wanting to film, I've not been wanting to post on Instagram, but I have decided that it's got to stop. I need to do something about it. I need to push myself and, you know, I need to get on and just live my life and post on these things. Accept it. It's not the end of the world. You know, it really isn't. It's only weight. Got these amazing bodies. We should celebrate them whether or not we're fitting into the jeans that we want to wear or not. I mean, that's the thing. I don't actually care about what size I am. I care about whether or not my clothes fit, because I have a lot of clothes, and yeah, I want them to fit. I don't want to be not being able to wear my beautiful collection of clothes. So I just want to fit back into those things again, and that's what annoys me, is when I put them on and they don't hang right because they're too tight, or I can't do them up. You know, there's been a few pairs of trousers that I've not been able to do up, which is always a bit soul destroying when you think they're going to be all right and then you put them on and they're really not all right. So there we go. Right, we've still got this red mark here. Try and cover that up. But so we've got some interesting news, because I have this amazing clothes collection. It's huge, and it was stupid. It was getting really silly, so I decided to have a bit of a clear out. So I went through and I cleared out quite a bit of my wardrobe, and I put it on Depop. So if you want to go and follow me on Depop, I am Heavy Metal Mumma on Depop. There, I've sold quite a bit of it. I'm quite pleased. I'm really not putting it on there for much. I just don't want to give it away. I want to cover my postage and make, you know, a couple of quid to be able to take the kids out or whatever. So most of these things I bought full price or whatever, so I just don't want them going in a charity bin or something. That's what really annoys me, is that there's nothing wrong with charity at all. The problem is a lot of the charities, they get so overwhelmed apparently with clothing that a lot of it, if they don't think it's going to sell really well, they just shred it, and then sell it as rags, and that just seems criminal when you've got beautiful alternative pieces that, okay, they're a little bit, they've been washed a few times and the cotton might be a little bit faded or whatever, but they're great items still. But it's just criminal to me for them to be shredded up. So I thought, at least if I put them on Depop, because it cost me, I've put them on free postage. I mean, it cost me £4.20 to post them. So, you know, I'm only making £5.80 on each item. The shoes are on for slightly more, but that's because I think the postage will be slightly more because they're heavier. There's a couple of pairs of Iron Fist shoes. There's quite a lot of tuck shoes on there. Most of the stuff that's on there is more of the retro style stuff, but there is some goth stuff. And obviously I will keep going through the wardrobe and keep adding to it, because sometimes it just gets a bit overwhelming. Honestly, I have so many clothes that I'll do like a couple of drawers and then be like, I can't take anymore. It's too much. It's too much. So yeah, keep an eye on my Depop. That is Heavy Metal Mumma, and yeah, grab yourself a bargain. I would just like them all to go to a good home where they're actually going to be worn. One of my other things has been to post more on Instagram. That is because I've been really rubbish with Instagram recently, and to sort of try and grow my Instagram a bit more. So, you know, if you're not already following me on Instagram, obviously my handle is down here. It's at the bottom of the screen sporadically during the videos. I post a lot of things, so obviously you see my outfits, you know, when I get new clothes or whatever, especially when people like Kate and Phantasmagoria and stuff like that send me clothes. Well, and actually anything that I review, I wear the hell out of them first. I make sure that they've all had at least one wash, and that is for items that don't get washed very often, like things like coats and things like that. But I try and make sure that everything has been worn multiple times and washed before I review anything, because what's the point in reviewing something if it falls apart in the washing machine? I'm telling you it's wonderful, and it turns out it can't handle a wash. So that means when you see items, I've had them for a while, whereas my Instagram, I tend to post things a lot more quickly after I've got them, because I'm excited about my new thing. If you check out my Instagram, you will obviously get the early scoop on all those beautiful clothes that I get, and sometimes you might see a little bit of me and the family. You know, I'm trying to post more to the stories as well, so come join me on Instagram. I'd love to have you there. I need to be doing more with it because I have a job interview tomorrow. It's all a bit weird with a company because my husband was working with this company. They mentioned that their social media is terrible, particularly that their Instagram, and that they know they need to grow their Instagram and they need to really post more on Instagram, but that they didn't know what to post and when to post and how to gain more followers and stuff. And bless her, my husband's employee bigged me up and was like, Laura can do it, Laura can do it. So I've got a job interview tomorrow to sort of be somebody's social media something. I'm not really sure. I've done a load of Skillshare courses. Thank you Toxic Tears for the 2 weeks of free Skillshare course, because I used that from her last video. That was flipping fantastic. I've done so many marketing Skillshare courses and social media Skillshare courses. Turned out a lot of it I already knew from building my own Instagram, but it was good to have it all laid out neatly in little bullet points, mainly so that I can explain it to this lady for her company. But obviously watch this space, might come to nothing, but if nothing else, I know how to now grow my Instagram more and how to actually use Instagram to the best of my abilities, because I kind of, with lockdown, it had kind of gone by the by. I used to be mega on it with my Instagram, so I'm definitely going to be posting a hell of a lot more. Watch this space, and I'll let you know about whether or not I'm going to be... I don't really know what the role is. I've asked one of my friends who works in marketing if he can tell me what on earth I should even call myself and how much money to ask for and stuff. All a bit weird, all a bit random, completely fell into it. We'll see how it goes. I will keep you posted. But the main reason that I haven't been on YouTube much recently is because we are selling our house. So the kids share a bedroom at the moment, because every time I say to somebody we need more bedrooms, they all go, oh my god, are you pregnant? It's like, no. The kids share a bedroom, and because they share a bedroom, they are now at an age where they need to not be sharing a bedroom. And so we were going to move last year, but obviously COVID. So we put it off because we were working. This is the thing. I work in the NHS. My husband's an electrician. We were busy. But also my husband was busy, but having to pick the children up, because when I'm at work with the hospital, there's no after school club when COVID was on, nothing like that. So he would have to do really short days on the day that I was working. So then he was working really long days on the days when I wasn't working to try and balance it up. We have both been pretty busy during COVID. So the thought of trying to sell the house on top of all of that was just like, no, there's too much going on. It's all too uncertain. So we just decided to leave it until this year. And it's hit the point where we have to move. We can't put it off any longer. The kids desperately need their own rooms. So we put the house on the market. It was on the market for 10 days and we are now sold, which is very exciting. We've already offered on one house and were outbid. It happened. At the time we were really upset, which I posted on my Instagram that there was a lot going on and I was a bit overwhelmed, and it was basically that we'd sold on that day. I'd had put an offer in on that house that we then didn't get, and so we were like, are we going to get it? Are we not going to get it? And within 10 minutes of all of this happening, I was then asked to come in and chat to this company about this potential job. So I was totally overwhelmed, totally overwhelmed. This is the day I was at Marwell. I was sat on a bench at Marwell having a mini panic attack because literally within 15 minutes, 3 massive life-changing things were happening, and there was nobody there to talk to, and I wasn't expecting to have to do this in the middle of Marwell, so I was trying not to get overwhelmed because I was getting a bit teary, and yeah, luckily my sister happened to ring, and she chilled me out. So but yeah, it was a lot. So I've calmed down. Obviously that house we didn't get, which was very sad, and it was a shame because where we'd sold, normally if nothing else had happened that day we'd have been like, woohoo, we're sold, but because we sold and then were outbid on the house that we had really fallen in love with, we were gutted. We were absolutely gutted. So it really took the sheen off of the sale, which was a real shame, but that's life, isn't it? And I was annoyed with myself for not being excited about the move, because, you know, about our sale, because I really wanted that other house. We'd planned where everything was going. We were moving in there in our heads, but we'd put our maximum offer in, and somebody else offered more than that, and they sort of said, "Oh, you don't need to go up by much." And we were like, "No, we've already said we're already over what we had initially agreed was going to be our maximum. We're not playing that game." And that's life, isn't it? We have now found another place that we really like. I'm desperately trying to not get quite as excited about it, but I have put an offer in on that place this morning, so I'm literally waiting to see. It's a bit of a low offer, so we'll see how hard they tell me to do one. So but yeah, I'm expecting them to probably tell me to come back with a slightly higher offer, but you never know, we might get it for this. But yeah, I'm trying not to get quite so emotional about it, but that's the thing, isn't it? The first time you're really excited about it all, and I've learnt my lesson to not get quite so excited about it now, just because it's horrible when it all comes crashing down if you've got yourself mega excited. So we're going to try and be a bit less emotional about it. It's so hard though, isn't it? Because it's going to be your home, and you get mega excited about this place that is potentially going to be your home. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so that's what's going on. So I did think I had actually already started to film a house tour. I then stopped because the sale didn't go through and stuff, and so I was a bit depressed, and I didn't really want to be thinking about houses. To be honest, then when I reviewed the footage, I didn't like it. I want to do it, I want to refilm it in a slightly different format. But would you be interested in a house tour? Obviously, I'm not going to post that until we are quite close to actually moving, because I know you're all lovely, you know, I love you all dearly, you're all such sweet, wonderful viewers. There's always one weirdo, there's always one weirdo that ruins it. So I don't really want to have the entirety of the inside of my house on the internet until I am sure that it's not going to be our house for much longer at all. So yeah, I will release that, but much closer to our actual moving date. But would you be interested in seeing that? I think you would be quite surprised. Areas of our house are really quite goth, and then other areas of our house are not at all. So, because we'd never planned on staying here forever. This was always going to be, we were going to be here until the kids were, you know, a couple of years. We wanted to move a couple of years ago, and that hasn't panned out. So we had never really gone to town on the decorating, because what was the point in spending all that time and money doing it to then leave? So obviously we've tarted it up for the sale. So we've done all those little jobs that we really should have got round to bloody years ago, and done them. But it has also shown us that these things don't take very long, and we should have pulled our finger out ages ago. So the new house, we will definitely be doing a lot more DIY things straight off, because we've realised that we were morons for not getting them done much earlier, and we will therefore be doing them much earlier. So yeah, hopefully when we're in the new house I can do a bit more of a sort of decorate with me, or you know, those kind of videos. So let me know if you would be interested on a current house tour, and when we're in the new house, whether you would be interested in sort of following me gothing it up. Because if we get this one, which we might not, but whatever house we do end up getting, this house that I've offered on is quite a blank slate. It's every room's cream. It's got a lot of potential for putting our own stamp on it, which is great. So would you be interested in seeing us picking paint colours and putting up extra ornaments and all of that jazz? What else is going on? Oh right, so yes, I haven't been posting, I haven't got loads of hauls coming up, because I am trying to be a bit better about who I purchase from, who I spend my money with. I've been trying to be a little more, what's the word, picky, I suppose, about the values of the companies that I choose to spend my money with. So, sorry about that. I just got a phone call from the estate agent. Yep, the game is being played. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm trying to be a bit more picky about the values of the companies that I choose to spend my money with. So I have been spending buying less items and trying to, when I spend money, obviously, you know, the more ethical companies and stuff, they're a bit more expensive. So, you know, I've been trying to buy less things, which also is less stuff to try and store in my groaning wardrobe, and, you know, buy better quality items. So there will be less hauls, I would say, but, you know, when they do, I'm hoping that they'll be better quality. Obviously, you know, if people gift me stuff, that's different, but where I'm spending my hard-earned cash, I'm trying to really make sure that these companies have got really great ethics, because I feel so guilty all the time about my horrible impact on the world and what I'm leaving as a legacy for my children. Mum guilt, environmental guilt, all that jazz. You know, you can't help it, can you? It's such a disposable society, and I hate it. I really hate it, but it's also really hard to not live like that. It's really hard to not live like that. So, you know, it's expensive to not live like that as well. So we'll see how we're going. We'll see how we're going. And talking about companies, so I did that Scarlet Darkness video a little while ago, and then a lot of people pointed out to me that they had copied things and therefore weren't necessarily the most ethical company. Luckily, I decided to give everything away anyway, so it wasn't like I was keeping any of it for myself to wear. What are your thoughts on that video? Should I delete it? The thing is, it might be, you know, useful to people who are got less funds or that don't mind so much about companies that, well, steal, really, isn't it, at the end of the day? Obviously, it doesn't sit very well with me, hence why I'm asking. But what do you think? Should I take that video down and therefore not have it associated with me? Or should I let it stay there for people that might be interested in, you know, that kind of a company, and let them make their own decisions? Obviously, it doesn't say anywhere in the video that I'm not happy with the company, because at the time I didn't know. It was only afterwards, when you guys pointed it out, that some of the newer stuff on their website, which, you know, or the stuff that I ordered and when I agreed to do the video, none of it was copies. So do you think I should keep that video up? Do you think I should take that video down? I'm going to put a poll on the community tab of my YouTube channel. Please vote on the poll and then comment down below in the comment section as to, you know, what your thoughts are about why you voted the way that you voted, because I'd really like to know what my viewers feel about that. If most of you don't really care, then I'll keep the video up. If most of you really don't want me to have anything like that associated with my channel, then I'll take it down. I'm really torn as to what to do, because I still get views on that video, and a lot of people seem to be after sort of what I would call real budget goth clothes. I don't know how to feel about it, and I would like your input, please, because, you know, I really value your guys' opinion. I'm just going to do my eyeliner and then come back to you, because otherwise I'm just going to be staring off camera and blah, blah, blah. I'll be back in a sec. There we are. Eyeliner, mascara done. I always think it brings the look together when I've done that. So, the UK is moving out of lockdown, which means we're allowed to go and socialise in people's gardens. Which is very nice. So what was it, last weekend before, I went to my friend's house, because she has like a sort of kind of covered patio. We all went to her house. They all drank Prosecco, I drank beer, because if I drink Prosecco with them, I just end up really ill, because they drink so much. So, and I don't really drink, so yeah. But no, it was just so nice to go out with other grown-ups and to just not be stuck at home, you know. Oh, it was lovely. We had an Indian takeaway. Oh, it was so nice. I absolutely loved it. It was brilliant fun. It's just, you know, I've really missed socialising. Oh, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was cold. It was really cold. Yeah, so I wore quite a lot of the items that are going to be in my next video. So yeah, stay tuned for that, for snuggly warm things, but and loungewear. But yeah, no, that was great fun. You know, not the outfit that I thought I was going to be wearing on my first night out post-lockdown. But c'est la vie, I got to go out and hang with my besties. So it was great, it was great. What have you been up to, guys? I'd love to know what you guys have been up to if you're in the UK and you're coming out of lockdown, or if you're in Australia and you know you don't even have to wear masks anymore in Australia. Oh, so jealous. And have you had your jab? Have you had your jab? I am now fully vaccinated. I am NHS worker, so yeah, I am fully vaccinated. Heavy Metal Hubby hasn't even had one yet, but we're low down the group. I think we're in tier 11 or something. That's what it is. But yeah, right, I'm going to do my lipstick. There we go. Lipstick. Oh, I feel made up, and I'm now going to go to the supermarket. So, looking fabulous. Bit of fixative spray. What do you think of the look? Do you like it? I've gone for sort of pinks and purples. I just thought do something a little bit different, especially as spring seems to have hit us. Also, my hair, oh, it looks horrendous. It looks horrendous. I hate it. So I'm going to be re-dyeing it soon. Would you like an updated dyeing my hair video? Because that video, my last Manic Panic video, has done insanely well, but I think I can do better. I think I can do a much more succinct step-by-step type video. So, you know, let me know down in the comments if you would like that. Let me know if you've got any suggestions as to what you would like that video to look like. Would you just like it to be step, 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 this is what I do? Would you like it to be more like a chatty Emily Boo style get ready with me? I was thinking more of an instructional video on how I do it, because that does seem to be what people who aren't necessarily subscribed want. That seems to be the kind of video that people want, but let me know. I'd love to know. This is the look with the drab hair, but don't look at that. I hope you've enjoyed getting ready with me, having a chat. Comment down below. I'd love to chat with you further. I feel like I'm having a very one-sided conversation with a friend here, so please chat back to me. Tell me your thoughts. You know, I love speaking to you all. Let me know if you like the look. Remember to like this video, comment down below. Like I said, to have a chat. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to find out whenever I upload. And remember people, stay heavy.